I draw inspiration for my art from life, as generic and corny as that answer might be. It's the truth.
Thundercat Black Artist Way Station, take 1.
My art is provocative. It is classic, underrated, overrated sometimes. And I think so because I say a lot of the things that people may not be afraid to say, but they would shy away from saying.
Why must we look and act like you for you?
Like, I know a lot of people that listen to my work have the same views as me and they agree, but they wouldn't necessarily go about bringing it to light the same way that I would. I've always written, like, my entire life, like ever since I've been able to hold a pencil. But I've only spent maybe very early years of my childhood thinking that I could actually make a career out of it. Initially, I wanted to be a playwright. I wanted to be an author. I didn't, of course, land on poetry until like more recent years, but I've always written it. I never knew that I could take something that I'm so passionate about and turn it into a lifestyle, a career, a lesson. I really got started at a Black History Month-esque open mic held at Crispus Attucks, emceed by Sir Dominique Jordan. That was the first day that I met him. That was the first day in a long, many years I had performed in Lancaster. Ever since that one open mic, it's just been like a snowball effect. It started in the city, it started in Lancaster City, and then I started branching out to Harrisburg, and then Philadelphia, and then New York, and then Florida, and then California, and then it's just almost every time I turn around, there's some opportunity presenting itself to go somewhere else, take my art somewhere else, put the rose on somewhere else. There's always one comment that I really appreciate and will probably always stay with me that I've gotten after doing a show or open mic or something, was the person said, we never know what we're gonna get from you. If you met me performing Watch Out for the Big Girls, you then would not expect for me to pull something out like Love is Blind, which is like a sexual assault poem. If you met me doing There's Still Much Work to Be Done, which is like heavily social justice, then you probably wouldn't expect me to pull out something like more vulnerable or on the complete opposite end of the field. Being a part of the Black Artist Way Station has helped me as an artist by being one of the main contributing factors in me being able to bring my show to life. It requires a good deal of help from sponsors, and the Black Artist Way Station has been one of the biggest ones I've gotten so far. So they've solved a lot of the funding problems in that aspect. Thunder Mimosas is a poetry showcase that traditionally started off as an open mic that was held various places around the city. And through the Black Artist Way Station, I'm funding 6 female poets of color to come out from all over the tri-state area. And that is important for the city, for me, for anyone attending. I met these women on my own personal travels of doing shows and open mics and getting experience, and they left impressions on me. So I wanted to bring them to the Red Rose so that they can make those same impressions on everybody else. The biggest thing for me is what I want people to, whether it be kids, whether it be someone just randomly interested in writing one day, what I want to leave behind is people knowing that this is possible. I would have taken myself more serious way sooner if I would have actually believed that I could be doing what I'm doing right now. So I think it's important for young, I'm talking about young people right now, but for anyone. I think it's important for young girls, young people, to know that there's someone successfully doing what they want to do, or else that's like a big dream killer. So I would say the most important thing that I want to portray is just letting people know that it's a possibility. that's really important to me.
Just kidding.
There we go. Okay, now welcome back.
Can you hear me now?
Welcome back. That was
that was Thundercat. That was the amazing Thundercat. And while I was talking, but you couldn't hear me, I said it was really cool capturing her story. And while we were gathering all the video for it, it was during the planning of Thunder and Mimosas.
Mm-hmm.
So to see it kind of all come full circle to fruition, it was really, really cool. Thunders and Mimosas last year was amazing. The poets were phenomenal.
Yeah. Speaking of Thunders and Mimosas, it is actually about to happen again
this Friday.
This Friday.
Mm-hmm.
This Friday, starting at 5,
No,
I believe it is.
6.
Is it 6?
It'll be at the WE&CO Center.
It's artists. We're really going to.
I'm really excited to hear what they got. So y'all should definitely come this Friday. If you're into poetry, and if not, just come check it out. But yeah, was there anything about that video that you really stood out that you liked throughout the process?
Ooh, for Thundercat. I mean, hers was just a lot of fun. Just I enjoy spending time with her. She's also from Baltimore, so go us. So that was just fun, just getting to work with another artist from hometown. But she is somebody who is extremely talented, who has a vision, who really just loves to work with other artists. Mm-hmm. So she allowed us to be a little creative. So whether that was going out to a coffee shop and just getting her doing some writing. I mean, that's really the fun part for us, is dreaming up all the B-roll. So thinking of all the different ways that we're able to capture the work that she does. That's not just necessarily her being on stage and speaking, because she does so much more than that, whether it's the workshops she was running over at Reed Rose Books. Out. Added Red Rose.
Reed Rose Books.
Shout out to Teddy and Elizabeth. We love you guys. But whether it was that or just her sitting down by herself just to do some own reflection and writing, it was just cool to be a part of that process, to really get to see people and the process and their development. Beyond capturing it as just great footage, you really get to appreciate the work that they do a little bit more, because you're there, because we go to all of these things and we'll shoot it, but we also get to be participants in it and really get to get some takeaways from it and grow on our own. So,
and a lot of times, people see the result, but they don't always see the journey. So being able to capture the journey, I mentioned this before, but I always love how when we show the final piece, they're like, wow, I didn't realize I did all of these things. So it was really cool. So definitely come out Friday again if y'all are up for it.
Love that. So we only have time for a few more things on us. So we have a
We have a few
3
more
minutes
minutes
here. So, one thing we want to start doing with you all is sharing some of the stories you have shared with us. So, as you know, every day of the week we do something different, and on Fridays we do Free Write Fridays, and which is us putting out a prompt and just asking you all to engage, just write down whatever comes to mind from that prompt. So we did get a submission last week from a couple good friends of ours, and yeah, you want to share one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll get it listed up. Hold on.
So last week's story in detail as much as you could. So our friends Ash and Trinique, they did a story submission and they titled theirs "Oh Philadelphia." And another thing with their free writes is it can be a sentence, it can be a couple paragraphs, it can be a story, it can be a made up story, it can be a poem, a free write. So they chose to write a very short yet sweet poem called "Oh Philadelphia." I asked them to submit some photos that they would like to go along with it. And this was really fun because this was our first time adjusting it in this way. So this is "Oh Philadelphia." Oh Philadelphia, you have my heart. So much so, I feel we must never part. Depart. No, that's not the right one.
Oh, no, there we go. Sorry, guys.
But now with kids and pets galore, we must venture out to find something more. More space, more time, but in the back of my mind, you are all I will ever long for. Oh, Philadelphia.
So this poem is about the grief of leaving the city. This is from their perspective, so they wrote this. This poem's about the grief of leaving the city for our growing family. Trinique and I have become who we are thus far because of this city. We have found a lot of our village in this city. We've been able to fully express ourselves as queer people and have developed into who we are professionally and personally, individually and as a couple. Philly is just a very special place for us, almost like an origin story. Signed, Double W.
So that was "Oh Philadelphia." And since we know them and we know a lot of their story and their journey, it was just a very wholesome poem. And while there was grief in it, it was also so much to celebrate, to see them grow and bloom. And change can be scary, but how they're embracing this next chapter is really encouraging.
Yeah. So definitely appreciate having them a part of our family. They are some of our favorite people on this whole earth, and we're just so proud of them. We're going to miss them here in PA, but we know you guys are going on to bigger and better things, and you're not going too far, so we'll still see you.
Yeah.
But really appreciative for them submitting. So if you're interested, we'll do another Free Write Friday this Friday. Friday's coming up. We would love for you to submit your story, and if you're okay with us sharing it, let us know. And if you're also okay with sending some photos that might go along with the story, we'll build you a nice little photo essay. So that was we really enjoyed that. We enjoyed getting everybody's story. So we'll share some more as we go through each week.
And we're doing these submissions too, y'all. Like we're doing them ourselves. So we'll share them throughout the week. We'll talk about them also on WE&CO Wednesday. So yesterday again, we just had our BTS Tuesday. So check that out. Monday we had our word of the day.
Today's WE&CO Wednesday. Oh, what happened? I'm sorry, guys. What? That's not us. The camera must have died. That's us. At least you can see us over here. So tomorrow will be Throwback Thursday, so we'll throw something back for you guys. Let us know what you think. You know what I mean. family, you know what I mean. And Friday will be the Free Ride Friday, so come on and join us. Any last words for the people?
Happy Black History Month. And, just, I don't know. I don't know.
Take care of yourselves.
Take care. Take care of yourself. And we'll see y'all next week. Same time. Well,
Same
okay.
place.
Well,
not
same place.
Yeah.
We're getting a little better with our time. And I'll see y'all for Free Ride Friday. Send in those stories. Really, it's been fun. So take care, y'all.
See ya.
Dang, it almost made it.
Almost.